You can use buttons if you would so prefer.
Oh yeah, there's buttons.
So there's also that. But that'll keep it so much cooler, and look at how good of a job they did matching the OEM fabric.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even notice this when I first got
I would
in.
never tell.
I noticed the lights, but I didn't even notice this at all.
I think you can actually turn the lights off too, if that's what you would prefer. But I kind of like
the lights
if we tie them to the same blue. Yeah, exactly. So we are in the Juniper Model Y, and it is extremely hot in here right now. It has been parked in the sun. If you watched a recent video, we wrapped the outside in Stealth PPF from Test Bros. But I left it out in the sun so that everything can like fully cure everything. It looks great. But now the inside of the car is so hot. But if you remember, we got the front and sides tinted. We actually didn't tint the rear. And I didn't tint this because I said we have something special coming. And today we're gonna install something to help beat the heat, and it is the automatic sunshade from TesStudio. And it is gonna be able to open, to close. It'll keep the cab so much cooler with the ceramic tint we have all around. Okay, so we got the box, and it is huge. It has to go up on the ceiling, so it's gonna be pretty big. So what all do we get in here? We get a list. Oh, these are the things you can say. So I guess it responds to "Hi, Amy." So if you have a friend named Amy, fun for you. You can say "Open the sunshade," "Sunshade open," "Open the sunroof," or "Sunroof open," and that will open it. To close it, you can say "Close the sunshade," "Sunshade close," "Close the sunroof," "Sunroof close." You can say "Please stop" at any point, and it'll stop. Oh, this one has the ambient light. I didn't know if this one would have the ambient light, so it does. You can say "Turn on the roof ambient light," or "Roof ambient light open." Turn off the roof ambient light, or "Roof ambient light turn off." To change the colors, you can say "Color switches," "Switch colors," "Switch mode," "Brightness increase," "Brightness decrease," "Brightness to maximum," "Brightness down to minimum," "Switch to red," white, blue, green, purple, yellow, orange, cyan. But also you get a bag of goodies. You're going to get some white gloves because you don't want to get smudges all over that like they did with my OEM roof liner when I picked it up. You get 2 spudgers, but you can never have enough of these. You have 1 power harness, 1 connector harness, and then you have your brackets to be able to install it. Okay, so I went ahead and attached the small brackets to the back. You just use 2 screws to go into that. You can actually wait to attach these until you get in your vehicle, like all this in your vehicle, but I chose to do it beforehand. If you are gonna do this, obviously be aware, these are metal brackets sticking out. Be very, very careful. The front brackets actually are gonna be the longer ones. So we went ahead and put down all the seats, and we're gonna go ahead and work on some of the wiring. There's this main wire, and then we have an extender that will go from this to the front. So what we went ahead and did is we actually just put our fingers right here, and we're able to pull that out. This is what it typically looks like, but there's a little thing you can grab onto right down here and kind of pull it out a little bit, get your fingers and just pull it straight out. And then unplug this yellow and brown from this wire, which is actually your 12 volt right here, and just put in this harness just like so. And we'll go ahead and tuck the wires, and then what we'll probably do is just take it and run it and tuck it all the way in, and then we'll jump under here, and then we need to get it all the way to basically like right where that mirror is, right about there. So we want to take this and we want to jump this gap from here to the inside. So typically what I like to do is actually just a piece of flexible hose. I've used this probably for 6 years to do Tesla stuff with. I'll have a knife and I have some electrical tape. So I'll feed this through. Then I will electrical tape this to end of here and just pull very, very gently. You don't want to break anything. You just want to take it nice and slow. And then once this is all through, we'll go ahead and kind of route this maybe above this light. We'll attach the extender and run that the rest of the way to the front. So let's see how easily we can fish this through. Let me pull this down just a little bit so we can see where that's gonna pop out. Oh, I see it. Right there, okay. So here we go. I'm just going to kind of pull this pretty much all the way through. You'll definitely want to use something plastic. Don't use something metal. That will scratch things. If it's flat, it probably would be even easier, but I don't have a flat piece. I only have this. I'll go ahead and link some options down below if you need to pick something like that up. But now that we have this, we'll go ahead and finish tucking this in. We'll kind of pull in this a little bit. Just get all that tucked in, out of the way. No one's ever even gonna know it exists. Cover this back up with a seal. Kind of take this and start feeding it through. This is where you could use that pry tool. That really is helpful, but we're not gonna use that. Put our extender on here. There we go. Now if yours did have a tighter gap, that's where you would want to use that pry bar here to kind of give yourself some more room in there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is wrap all this with my electrical tape, tuck it all back in here, and then we have this piece dangling so that we have a little bit of excess to be able to plug it in and then tuck anything else up there. But you can see along here, you can't even tell anything was here. So we are good. We have our brackets right here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and kind of push them in just where I think they might go. I'm not 100% sure right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of tuck them in there. So just keep in mind, we do have those brackets on this back side. So we wanna be careful. We don't scratch anything. Put you guys back a little bit more. And we can kind of go ahead and just rest it. Kind of pry that down just a little bit so we can fit that up in there. Okay, and once you kind of have those in, we can jump into the front, start lifting that up and pushing it towards the back to kind of lock that in. So, get in here. And then we just have this. So I can now see I need to move these brackets in a little bit more. Plug this in before I get too far. I can kind of tuck that in along the way. Go ahead and drop your mirrors because those might get in the way. It's great to use your head to balance it on too. Perfectly acceptable. I'm doing it myself. You can actually probably use these too. There. It's actually kind of helpful. Then we're gonna lift this up and then put our screw right in. And this is gonna be a little tight, but I mean, you want it to be tight. The longer of a screwdriver you have, the better actually though. So if you have a really long screwdriver, that's gonna be key. Okay, so we don't need those anymore. We are officially done with the install. So now we're on to the fun part, testing it. Oh, that's cool. It's actually two pieces, I didn't realize that. So one comes from the front, one comes from the rear. It matches the OEM like perfectly too, which is even better. I can see these green lights along the side. Fits together, and it's not like it butts up. It like one is angled up, one is angled down, so it like butts up like this, so you have no light leak. Love that. Hi Amy, open sunroof.
Here.
Open sunroof.
Okay.
Originally I wasn't too sure how I would like it because I knew it would take up a little bit on the sides and a little bit on the front and the back. But I like it a lot. I don't know, we'll have to see if we can turn down the voice command thing just a little bit. No, don't look up. Don't look up.
I already looked.
Well, we're spoiled.
But, okay,
Video's canceled.
I looked. It looks nice, but it's the wrong color.
The green? Yeah, I can change that.
Okay.
I've just been so excited.
But see.
But are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Hi, Amy.
I am here.
Close Sunshade.
Okay.
Who's Amy?
I don't know. But imagine if you have a friend named Amy.
Oh, it closes from both directions.
Okay.
Well, but yeah, you can't really tell. Only reason I knew to look up there is because we got that delivery like 8:30
that's
last
true,
night, and it was a big thing.
You can use buttons if you would so prefer.
Oh yeah, these buttons. Wow.
So there's also that. But that'll keep it so much cooler. And look at how good of a job they did matching the OEM fabric.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even notice this when I first.
I would never tell.
I noticed the lights, but I didn't even notice this at all.
I think you can actually turn the lights off too, if that's what you would prefer. But
No,
I kind of
like
like
the
them.
lights if
we tie
just
them to
match
the
them
same blue. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was really easy to install too.
Yeah,
like,
you've only been out here for I don't know, less than an hour.
yeah. And I filmed it, shot like everything in less than an hour.
Wow.
It was super quick install. I'm super happy with it. So if you guys want to get one for yourself, definitely check out the link down below. And TesStudio is hooking you guys up with a great discount code. It's all linked down there. So go ahead and check it out for yourself. I think this is the W.
Wow.
I kind of wish it came like this, like OEM style with a retractable thing.
Yeah,
Because a lot of like the high-end cars have this.
Yeah. I'm
Like-
surprised that they don't have that yet. But I mean, it is still nice to have the glass roof most of the time.
I do
But-
love the glass roof, but on
yeah,
these
some of
hot
those
days,
really hot days, yeah.
this should really help, especially for those hot days. A lot of people park outside at their jobs.
Yeah.
Keep
maybe
it covered during the day, and then when you're driving, open it back up so you get all that look. But that's basically it for this one. Definitely check everything out down below, and if you have any questions about the install, how it works, anything like that, go ahead and put it down there, and I can help answer that for you as well. As always though, thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. Go and click here to subscribe, here for some other ones, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye.